Hey, what's up everybody? It's Buffalo. I'm making this YouTube page, so I figured I'd get on this camera here and talk a little bit about myself, since I know a lot of you people wonder who I am or whatever. I hear all these crazy rumors and lies and bullshit, and sometimes I guess when I told a story, like, you know, when I told that bald Mike story or whatever, see, once I got this Bell's palsy, it's pretty much gone now, but it's a nervous thing, and it breaks up your thinking. So my speech is broken up a lot. So and my thought patterns are kind of broken up. So bear with me on those types of things. You know, I don't know if it's going to happen during this conversation, but anyways, I just wanted to set that straight. I've been playing pool for a living since I was 21 years old. When I was younger, I was really good, but I just didn't know how good I was until I got out there. I moved to New York City, and right after 9/11, I was on like the second flight that went into New York, and I was with a makeup artist named Candace Mooney. She's a pretty famous makeup artist, but she keeps herself real low-key. She's like Ian McGowan, the guy that played Magneto. She's his personal makeup artist, and some other people. She did a lot of high fashion. I'm sure she still does makeup. I don't know. Like I said, she keeps herself real low-key. But so that's when I started playing for a living. I've been all over the country, and I pretty much play the same role everywhere I go. I'm pretty much end up being either the best player in the city or the best non-true professional or top road player in the city. So like in Las Vegas, nobody could beat me. You know, I beat everybody. Won all their tournaments. Matter of fact, I was banned from a lot of tournaments just because I was too good, and I didn't even have a chance to win them like that. Doc Hill, that Big B tournament that pays like $3,000 or $4,000 or whatever it is, they never even let me play. So in every city I move to, I do the same thing. I become the #1 local tournament winner, and the locals hate it. You know, it's always you know, like in San Antonio, oh, the white boy, you know what I mean? All the Mexicans, the white boy, coming into our city and taking our money, this and that. You know, even though they were good people, they would just, for whatever reason, and it's not just that, it has nothing to do with race, that's just an example. You know, when I was in Las Vegas, oh, that, you know, I had a girlfriend with a, you know, beautiful, you know, set of boobs or whatever, and I taught her how to play, and like everybody was jealous, you know what I mean? So jealousy has played a big part in my life to give me a bad reputation. You know, I'm not a bad person at all. I actually take care of a lot of people. I'm very you know, I'm a very generous person. I was a guy, when anybody would go broke in Las Vegas, I'd bring them home. If there was a player on the road or whatever, I'd give them a place to stay, put money in their pocket, give them things to eat. You know, I take care of people. One thing I've learned in life is that we're all here just trying to do the best we can, and it takes a village to raise a child. So if we all stick together, excuse me, and show love, we're all good. And in pool, you know, it's a competitive society. You know, there's this whole pool subculture, and you know, there's winners and there's losers every day, and you should never hate the winners, and you should never kick the losers when they're down. You should have compassion for the losers. I paid a big price in my life for being not only as talented as I am, but for not letting people manipulate me. And my whole life, everybody's always tried to manipulate me. Like right now, I'm thrown out of my local pool room because I wouldn't play on the owner's APA team. So he's banned me for life. But he tells people, oh, Jason hustles my customers, which is not true. I only play the best players in the city. He says Jason hits on these girls, and one time I guess me and Dennis Hatch were talking to girls, and Michael tell another person, oh, I threw him out because him and Dennis were hitting on these girls, and they were being real belligerent, and they'll never come back here again. That's a complete lie. So these people just lie because they don't want to say the truth is, well, I told Jason that the only way I'd allow him to play in the APA is if he played on my pool team, and he told me, well, Mike, I think I should be able to pick any team I want to, just like anybody else. Why am I different than anybody else? Just because I play great and you want me on your team. So if I don't, because you have the power of owning the pool room, you're gonna not only keep me from playing in the APA, but you're gonna throw me out of the pool room because I won't play on your team. So it's crazy. Turns out I'm thrown out of the Paul Schofield's room in Erie, PA, because I'm banned from Mike's pool room. Now, Paul Schofield told me that himself, but I also know for a fact that Shane Morrow, who cheated me out of 500 when I played him in Valley Forge for 500, he stole a game when I went to the bathroom and started a physical fight with me in the middle of the set when I had him 8-2. And he tried to call a bullshit call and say it was a foul. I was shooting away from the ball, and he said, hold on, I want to call a ref for the hit. Motherfucker, I'm shooting away from the ball. There is no bad hit. It's impossible for it to be a bad hit. So I shot the ball because he's trying to pull that. Hold on, I want somebody to watch this stuff. All those moves that people try to pull. And then he picks up the cue ball and says it was a foul. When he's getting tortured, we're going to 11 or 13 or 12 or whatever it was, and I had 8 and he had 2, But once again, he lies to everybody and says, oh, he made a foul, and I never cheated him out of the game, even though like 15 people came and told me after the set, when you went to the bathroom, he went and moved his coin and took a game on you. You didn't even notice. By that time I was all fucked up, you know what I mean, from the argument, and he actually hit me in the face. I think he like slapped me or did something, or he did something. I don't remember what it was, but he put his hands on me. And I know for a fact if I start beating this guy's ass, they're gonna throw me out of the venue. So I just didn't do anything, you know what I mean? I sacrificed my own integrity just because I know that I don't want to get thrown out of this place, And I had won my first match. My first pro event, I beat some pro. I forgot what his name was. Some like Spanish or from France or something. Some real professional pool player. And I came back on him, and I played great. He had me like I don't know, 6-2 or something, going to 10 or 5-2 or whatever the hell it was. He had me stuck, and I came back and beat him. It was a great performance. So I didn't want to get thrown out. So that whole thing happens with Shane, but so yeah, but these people, they lie, and my whole bad reputation really comes from me just being the most dominant local player in every city, and no matter what they do, they can't stop me from winning unless it's banning me from a place or a tournament, or defaming my name or slandering my name and saying, oh, he's an asshole and he's this and he's that. So that's what I get my bad reputation for. I don't use my girlfriends for money. As a matter of fact, I'm a great boyfriend. You know what I mean? It's like if people in life don't get what they want out of me, they want to jump on that bandwagon. Ever since day one, there's been a bandwagon. Jason Hunt's an asshole. Jason Hunt's this. He thinks he's that. He's cocky. He's this. He's that. And it's just simply not true. Well, outside of the pool table, I'm a pretty humble person, unless I'm doing something competitive. If I'm skating, and I land tricks, yeah, it's not so much cocky, but it's like, it's when you're a winner, or you're an accomplisher, you have an air about you. You have like the air of being a winner, or being somebody that's lands tricks or something. I don't know what it is, unless you can relate. I'm trying to explain. I don't really know. Like I say, this is where my speech and my thoughts don't go together, and But I wanted to address that. So really, I'm a good guy, people. You know. I wanted to also address why I'm banned from the BCA. You know why? When I was living in Las Vegas, Holly Ryan, who's the owner of CSI or ICS or whatever it is, Q Sports International, right underneath Mark Griffin, fell dead in love with me. And this was before Shane Van Boning was the big BCA person. And she was telling me, we're going to make you the face of the BCA. We're going to switch you around and fix your reputation and do this and do that. And, you know, I was hooking up with her at the time, but she was, like, infatuated with me. And I was telling her, listen, Holly, you just moved to Las Vegas, and you work right underneath Mark Griffin. Do you think the best thing for you to be is publicly in love with me when everybody can't stand me because they can't win? And I'm blackballed in the city. I'm like the black sheep of the city. So, you know, I'm trying to look out for her. It's probably not the best thing for your reputation. If you want to do these things, don't do them so publicly, like, oh, well, Holly's just fucking Jason. That's why he's, you know, that's why she's doing these things, because she's sleeping with him. You know, I'm like, no, you can't do it like that. You know, you got to do it, like, professionally. You know, and she didn't want to do it like that. She would come to my pool tournaments and sit at the end of the, sit at the end of the bar and, like, make Google eyes at me and, like, you know, clap and cheer when I would make amazing outs and buy me drinks and do all these things for me. You know, which was nice, but at the same time it wasn't very professional. You know, and I wanted her to be the most professional person she could be, so when she helped me fix my reputation in the game of pool, it was on a professional level, not on a personal level, you know. And so when I cut her off, that's when she flipped everything around, and she would talk a lot of shit and go jump on the bandwagon. Jason Hunt's really an asshole, fuck Jason Hunt, blah 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 blah. But it's really because she was hurt, you know. And I'll tell you what, I wasn't even banned at that time. I'll tell you when I found out I was banned. When I moved to San Antonio, like 2 or 3 years later, when I moved to San Antonio, they got these leagues, and the leagues, it's called Balsa, the Billiard Association of Billiard Amateur League, or Bar Amateur League of San Antonio, or something like that. B-A-L-S-A, Balsa. Well, I'll tell you what, these are the best leagues in the country, if you can stand the bullshit that goes on with being a player. But what they do is they pay you. So I was almost making $1,000 a week just off of playing in these leagues, and the same thing with the BCA. So all of these bars, they have these teams, and they pay you $75 a break and run. Well, when I first moved there, in my first 3 weeks, oh, and you play 3 games a day, and the better players, you'll get 2 breaks, and one out of the 3 games your opponent breaks. Now, if you run all 8 balls, they call it a table run or a break and run. So in other words, if you break the balls and run out, you get paid. I was getting paid $75 a break and run. Well, my first 2 or 3 weeks, whatever it was, I had the most break and runs in the city. Nobody was even close to me, and these stats were going to the BCA. So when they would go to the BCA, Holly saw, she knows everything that's going on, or somebody did, Mark Griffin, Holly, who knows. But all of a sudden they get an email, the head of the BCA gets an email, Jason Hunt's banned from the BCA. Now this is like 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? They never banned me when I lived there. I played on a BCA team. My team did shitty. You know, all of these things. Also, I'm an open player. I've never ever done anything to be anything other than an open player, and I think they made me a master or a grandmaster because one year the open division was all filled up, and just for the hell of it, I played in the grandmaster event just to see how I did. I went 2-0, got beat and beat, tortured. And then they said, I'm pretty sure they said I can't play as an open player because I played in the Grandmasters, even though I got tortured. So they're trying to fuck me like that so I can never play as an open player, you know, and have a real shot to do something, because I can't win as a Grandmaster, you know, or probably even as a Master. But I might be able to do something as an open player, which is what I am, a fucking open player, you know? So, I've had a lot of really bad things happen to me because not only do I sometimes play so unbelievable, like I manufacture outs and I have a high gear, like my high runs 8 in 9 ball, my high runs 8 in 8 ball on a bar table, 6 8 ball racks on a big table, 8 racks in 9 ball, and 6 racks of 10 ball on a 9 footer. You know, I don't do that consistently, but those are my high packages, 8s, 7s, and 6s. So, you know, and when I was playing my best pool, if I played a long set, I was almost guaranteed to run a 5 or a 6. I ran 5s and 6s like crazy. It was nuts, you know. So I'd get into these traps. These people would think they're trapping me, and I'd run a 5-pack on them. Okay, here's a perfect example. All right. And anybody out there that knows Ohio Mike, Big Ohio Mike, he'll tell you this. I'm pretty sure he'll confirm it. He comes to town, he thinks he's trapping me. Comes to Buffalo. I had not been playing pool. I've quit pool twice in my life so far. The first time I quit was when that guy called me and did the Where the Buffalo Roam, or What Makes a Man a Buffalo, 3-part thing. I hadn't played pool in almost a year. Quit pool. Laying on my couch, I get the phone call. This guy wants independent filmmaker, heard stories about me, finds it extremely interesting about this person that's a nobody that does these things and plays this good, and has these stories told about him, and does this and goes through all this hate. First I told the guy, listen, I don't even want you to do it. I'm done with pool. Fuck pool. But people convinced me. He comes down. I played unbelievable. All the footage he used was like the wrong footage. He had so much amazing footage of me, and he used what he used. I was pissed. He could have done such a better job with the filming that he did for me. You know, I appreciated, was it Daniel Lewis, or Daniel whatever his name is, but anyways, so here's the story, right? Perfect example. Big Mike, Ohio Mike, comes to town. He traps me, right? And I'm not playing pool. It turns out he had beaten some people out of some money, and they called me up and said, hey, there's this guy here, we want you to come down and play him. So I get staked. We put up 3 sets. I think 3 sets for 400 or 3 sets for 300. I forget which one it was. Anyways, he wants to post the sets, a whole bunch of sets. So we posted 3, right? I think there was $1,200 up there. So 1,200 or 900, whatever it was. So I get up there and I pick up a house cue. The first, I flip the coin, I call tails, it lands on tails, and I run a 5-pack on the guy. First set I beat him 11-3. He was in a coma from the first set. Second set, I beat him 11-3 or 11-4, 11, whatever it was. One of the sets he only got to 2 or 3 or 4, and the second set he only got 1 more, like 3 or 4, whatever it was. So now, and once again, the second set I run like a 4 or 5-pack, whatever it was. Both sets I put big packages on the guy with a house cue, playing dead perfect. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. And I hadn't hit a ball in about 5 months. So I get up there, do that, I'm up whatever it is, 600 or 800, and he tells the owner of the pool room, listen, if you don't give me my 3rd set back, I'm calling the cops and telling them you're stealing my money. He says, this guy plays way too good, I'm in a trap, I need to give me my money back, I'm not playing that last set. So now you know goddamn well if anybody goes to somebody's pool room, posts money, you got to play out those sets. Well, my pool room owner tries giving him the money back. We get into a big argument. I'm like, Dave, his name was Dave Colson. I'm like, Dave, you can't do that, man. Here's my chance to make a score. I'm playing the best pool I ever played in my life, and you're going to give this guy back his money? He's trying to rob me. You know, I bet you he's a great road player, guaranteed. Turns out it was. Great road player, plays great. So, meanwhile, to make a long story short, Dave tells me, well, Jason, why don't you give the guy some weight that last set? I said, Dave, I'm not fucking adjusting. You know, I'm not adjusting anything. Maybe after I win this last set, I might lose this set. You know, what the fuck? So, meanwhile, I give him 11-8. We're going to 11, that's right. I beat him like 11-4, 11-3, or 11-3, 11-4, whatever it was. The third set, I give him 11-8. He's only got to go to 8, and I beat him 11-2. Tortured him. Again, put like another 4-pack or whatever it was. Just had him in a coma. He couldn't run out. And I was doing kicking him balls, jumping balls with a full house cue, drawing all the way back, fucking banking him balls. Anything he did, I was just running out, making a ball, getting out. It was sick, unbelievable. Some of the best pool I ever played in my life. But you know, so, and we became friends after that. So if anybody knows Ohio Mike, Big Mike, verify this story. I hope somebody does an edit on it, like what's his name did on me. Bald Mike, what's his name? Andrew Cleary. Butterball, do an edit on this, Butterball. Anyways, you're alright with me now, Andrew. But, you know what's funny? Andrew will spend a whole day, he told me, man, that edit cost me $500. He says he makes $500 a day. Now he says he apologizes to me about all of these things, and he was wrong about me, and I'm really a good guy, and now that he's gotten to know me better, and he reads my Facebook, and he likes my rants, and he agrees with everything I say. But you know what? He won't make another edit and go out there and make the edit and say, you know what, I was wrong to do what I did to Jason and make fun of him like that, and he's really a good guy, and he goes through a lot, and the things he says are true. Nobody will do that. You know, the haters get on fucking national TV and go out there and lie their ass off, but when the people are telling the truth, they're like church mices. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear them. You don't hear a peep out of them. You know? They're nowhere to be found except to me. When they come up to me and they tell me, hey Jason, you know, man, you know, it's really messed up what happens to you, man. You know, I've seen it. I know you. You know, they're all liars and jealous haters, and they're just haters and they're just jealous. Well, fuck, make an edit like that. You know what I mean? Go out there and tell the truth like that, so I don't have this bad reputation. And the funny thing is most of these things happened when I was younger, you know? But everybody loves to just bring it up, so I can never outrun this reputation. Jason hunts this, Jason hunts that. Meanwhile, you know how many people have come up to me and been like, man, Jason, I never seen you do nothing wrong. You know, I seen other people do things wrong to you, but you know, you don't start nothing, and this guy tried to cheat you, and all you did was stand up for yourself, and this guy stiffed you, and all you did was stand up for yourself. You know, George Rodriguez. I played George Rodriguez. Him and Finnegan are back in George in New York City. George had just beat like 3 pros playing the best pool of his life. I come down there and put up 3 sets for $300 a set because they want me to. They think they want to make a score. I just wanted to play them $100 sets. They're like, no, you got to play 3 sets and post a couple sets for $300. You know, and me, I got a big heart. I said, fuck it. I had a dude with a lot of money. We had like 10,000 with us at the time. You know, they could have won a lot of money. Meanwhile, he wins the first set, tortures me. Hill, I win the second set. The third set, he's got me, we're going to 10. He's got me 9-1, or 8-2, or 9-1, whatever he had me. I think he actually had me, he had me 9-1, I think. And I come back and win 9 games in a row, or he had me, fuck, see, this is where I can't remember this shit. He had me, I think it was 8-0, 9-1, or 9-2. And I come back and beat him 10-9. And Finnegan goes up on the light, grabs the money, hands me back my money, and stiffs me for that $300 that I just won. And we didn't even play any more sets. They quit when they made us post 3 sets. I'm up 1 set. I lost the first one, won the second one, won the third one. They quit, stiffed me for my 300, and we never played again. And I till this day I don't have I got stiffed. I got thrown out of Masters because Shorty stiffs me on a $200 bet. We're betting back and forth, 200, 200. Shorty stiffs me, pulls a knife on me, and the manager at the time, Francisco, who's a real fucking scumbag. I heard he's had his teeth knocked out like 10 times. They're all fake. He throws me out of the pool room, and later on they let me back in, and then they throw me out again. Oh no, they didn't. Actually, they never even let me back in. When he was there, I wasn't allowed in. Well, meanwhile, I was going through a real tough time, and I needed to be able to play pool, and I wanted to play in this tournament. So he wouldn't let me in. I took a laptop that I thought was his. You know, I definitely stole the laptop. I walked out of it thinking it was his in retaliation. As soon as I found out it wasn't his, I returned the laptop to the guy it was, apologized, told him the story, and Finnegan runs around and tells everybody, Jason Hunt stole a laptop from Masters, we got him on camera. It's all a fucking lie. Nobody ever tells the real truth, okay? So, you know, Finnegan just likes to keep me out of the pool room because he knows he's in cahoots. Not only did he stiff me for the 300, and every time I see him I ask him for my fucking money, but he's in cahoots with a lot of the players. Even ask Joey Kong. Joey Kong, he keeps Joey Kong so high that he can't win. He keeps all his little cronies real low, you know, and he's in cahoots. He gets a kickback, you know. So Finnegan's no good, man, but nonetheless, I'm barred from Masters, or not Masters, he had me barred from Steinway. I go to New York City to go into Steinway to get some action and see a whole bunch of my old friends. Finnegan runs like a little bitch over to the manager, the owner, and tells him, hey, don't ban this kid. He's not allowed in here. He's a thief. He stole a computer from Masters and stole it and ran away with it. You know? So now this guy, the owner of Steinway, thinks I'm a thief. You know? What if he's a fucking liar? He's a scumbag. But this is how I get this reputation, because people fuck me and they don't want to admit to it, or they don't want their reputation to be ruined, so they talk shit about me to get me banned or thrown out or something, whatever the case may be, and it just goes along with my old reputation. Ask anybody, Jason Hunt, Jason Hunt, Jason Hunt. Yeah, well, all those people that have something bad to say about me, they're the ones that fuck me over, okay? They're the ones that stiff me. They're the ones that try to trap me, and I beat them, and they can't stand it. You know how many traps I've been in, and I won? They tried to trap me with the Lizard. George Rodriguez trapped me, got stiffed. Same thing with the Lizard. I don't know if you guys know the guy. He's a Spanish guy, old, great player. I beat him. They didn't stiff me, but they quit me. We posted 2 sets for 200 a set. We're playing race to 10 ball, or 9 ball, or whatever it was. I put like a 5-pack on the guy, beat him the first set, and they quit. Pay me my 200, but take down the other 200, and don't play the second set. That was in San Antonio. I got thrown out of Fast Eddie's pool room. They got the Fast Eddie's tour, the championship, right? There's Silver Ochoa, what's his name, Hillbilly, all these, like 4 pros or whatever in the Texas area. Well, nobody's playing better than me. I'm beating everybody, whatever it was, race to 7 or race to 9, I'm beating them 9-0, 9-1, 9-2, 9-2, 9-3. You know, Silver's winning on the hill, Hillbilly's winning on the hill, people are almost beating them, this and that. I'm on the winner's side, I make it to the second day, playing the best pool anybody's ever seen. Well, this fucking fat broad named Yvette Reyes, who's friends with all these people in Houston, and as a matter of fact, she's married to this guy, but she cheats on her fucking husband with this other guy that doesn't like me. So, she's, you know, the other guy's telling her, you know, fuck Jason, let's get him out of here, because they don't want me to win the tournament, you know? So Yvette forfeits me out of the tournament, and starts a fight with me to get me thrown out. So I'm about to win this Fast Eddie's championship. First place is like 3,000 or 2,700 or whatever it was. I'm playing the best pool, plus I'm in the mini tournament, and I'm about to win the mini tournament. After you make it to the second day and all the play stops, they had another tournament. I'm playing the best in that tournament. That first place is 250. A vet just crosses my name off of it. Not only was I undefeated, she crossed my name off the winner's side, put me to the loser's side, and crossed my name off the loser's side. I was gambling in the table right up front. Everybody was watching me. She says, "Oh, well, Jason, I called your name. I called your name. Where were you?" Bitch, I'm right here. You know where I am. Don't say you called my name. You never called my name. It's all bullshit. So we get in this huge fight, and they throw me out. She tries to start a physical fight with me. You know, she's like, "I'll beat your ass," and this and that. And you know what? Her husband, real nice guy. Yvette Reyes' husband is a great guy. He didn't say a fucking word because he knew I was right. He knew what was going on was so wrong. He was embarrassed. He couldn't stand up to her because she's a bitch, man. She's a tyrant. I never seen them. And she drinks like a fucking fish. This girl was pounding vodkas, man. Triple Long Island iced teas and vodkas, whatever she was drinking. She was hammered, and she gets belligerent. She gets mad, angry, vicious, bro. Yvette Reyes is a bitch. Stone cold bitch. I never seen a woman act so mean and vicious to a stranger in my life just because I was gonna win, and her friends, she's a little pro hoe. Her friends are Charlie Bryan and Silver and all these other people that she's fucking over there kissing their asses and runs around and thinks she's the shit and everybody loves her. She gets me thrown out, you know? So not only that, not only do they throw me out of the tournament, they ban me from all Fast Eddies because she used to live there. She's friends with the managers. She goes to the managers of all the Fast Eddies and says, "Listen, don't ever allow Jason Hunt in the pool room." So all the Fast Eddies, not only did I get thrown out of the Fast Eddies championship when I was playing the best out of all of them, guaranteed money, I was thrown out, crossed out of the mini tournament that I'm supposed to win 250 at, but I'm banned from all the Fast Eddies in San Antonio, and now I can't even play in the local weekly tournaments that I was winning all the time. The only person that was winning them other than me was Shane Manoli, Shane Manoli, great player. Right now he's the best player in San Antonio, but when I was there, I actually beat him even a couple times, and people were arguing that I was the best player. But Sam's a little local champion, and when I was beaten, and I was the highest paid player in the city, winning, I won 3 out of 4 championships. Every season I won a championship except the season that me and Shane almost got into a physical fight. We're on the same team, and he's jealous of me, and he gets mad. We almost get into a physical fight, and we ended up losing that match to go into the championships. So I win 3 championships out of 4 seasons, and you know what they did to me? They sold my gold and diamond ring that I was supposed to get. First they told me if I won a championship, they'd pay for the ring. Then when I won the championships, they said I had to pay for the ring, $500. Well, everybody else got their rings but me, and I didn't have $500 to pay for it. You know what I mean? I have bills, and I play pool for a living. I just don't have an extra $500. You know they fucking sold my ring. I have nothing to show for those 3 championships. I'm supposed to have a fat, chunky gold ring with a whole bunch of diamonds in it. Because every championship, you get a row of diamonds. And like I've seen like 15 championship rings, like a ring with 15 championships. It looks like a crystal ball, all diamonds, with a big diamond in the middle. I think your 4th or 5th championship, you get a big diamond. So, they sold my ring on me, you believe that? So I have nothing to show for all those championships. Helped get all those people, all those championships. People are trying to pay me $500, $600, $700 to leave the team. They offered me $1,500 to dump in the finals. Imagine being broke, or having, you know, 300, 400, 500 to your name, and a guy offering you $1,500 when you got to pay your rent and pay bills, and that'll like totally help your life out. You know I wouldn't dump for these people, and they fucking sold my ring, and I won the championship, and I played the best, and I came through with clutch, unbelievable outs. Ask anybody that was in San Antonio watching those championships that I won, that our team won, but I saved our team every championship. I made the best outs and played the best. And that's not sitting here being cocky. That's the God's honest truth. So once again, I'm sitting here telling the truth. People are like, oh, look at this guy, he's cocky, he's this and that. Fuck that. That's what really happened. I won those championships for our teams, and everybody knew it. Everybody came up to me, Jason, if it wasn't for that out, Jason, if it wasn't for this, because then you put the other team in a coma. You know what I mean? When you get out like that, now they're all head fucked, you know, and they can't win. It was unbelievable. I was so proud of myself and our team. We all came together, we all played great, and I really believe, and they would even tell me, Jason, you elevate us. When you're around us, Jason, you make us play better. You know, your energy, your amazing outs, you're an inspiration, all this stuff, you know. So, I don't know, man, yeah, so, this thing says 35 minutes. I can't upload anything over a half an hour on YouTube, but fuck it. But anyways, I just wanted to say a couple things. I've had cues stolen in San Antonio. I know who stole my cue. The guy's name is fuck, see, that's what I'm saying. This thing, it fucks with my brain, man, this Bell's palsy. You know, and you can see it, like, you know, over here, it doesn't go up as much. But, I can't remember his name right now. Anyways, he stole my cue. I'm playing the best pool of my life with a 1973 Timmy Scruggs, one of the first Scruggs Timmy Scruggs ever made. Okay? And, I was offered $5,000 for this cue, turned it down. This guy wanted to buy the cue, turned it down. Jealous motherfucker, one day he stole the cue on me. Because I was winning I've gone through points in time in my life where I've won every tournament, every local event, and won every gambling session for like 2.5 months straight. My longest winning, I call them my streaks. Every day I play I win. For my longest is 2.5 months. Never had a losing day, never lost a tournament, local tournament. So Monday, there's a tournament Monday, I'd win a tournament. Tuesday, I'd win a tournament. Wednesday, I'd win a tournament. Let's say there's no tournament Thursday, I'd gamble, I'd win a match. Friday, let's say there's no tournament, I'd gamble, win a match. Saturday, there's a tournament. Sunday, there's a tournament. And all like that, every day. Win. The longest streak, 2.5 months. Alright? And that was in San Antonio. So, in Vegas, I had some long streaks too. Same thing in Vegas. Actually, no, I take that back. The 2.5 months was in Vegas, and I think I had like a 1.5-month streak in San Antonio. And that's when, you know, when those streaks happen, that's when the bad things start happening. You know, you'd think you play the best pool of your life, and you'd benefit from it. I would be punished for it. You know, I'd be punished. And these guys that are supposed to beat me, if they dog it, you know, oh, Jason, you're too good. Bullshit, motherfucker. You dogged it, you know? So, I'll tell you what, you know, I know I'm famous for these rants or whatever, but all I want is for my talent to be able to grow, to be a positive thing in pool. People say I'm inspirational, I'm an inspiration. You know, they give me all these compliments. They tell me I have the most talent they've ever seen. You know, I mean, and I've got people telling me I have the most talent they've ever seen, that have seen all the best players in the world play. Efren, Francisco, Shane, Dennis Hatch, all these people. I've had people sincerely tell me when they've seen me hit that gear and play that amazing pool, they have said they've never seen anything like it, ever, in all their years. And I'm not talking about 25-year-old people. I'm talking about 50, 60-year-old people, 65-year-old people. I got an 80-year-old guy telling me that, you know. So, and these are people that were around the legends. They witnessed the best pool that anybody's ever played. You know, how can I not believe that, you know? And I know good pool. So I know when I'm doing it, I know that I'm doing it. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, it's like when Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. If Michael Jordan says, well, I'm the best basketball player ever, is he lying? Or, I mean, is he cocky and being arrogant, or is he just telling the truth? Now, I'm no Michael Jordan, but I think I might possibly be, you know, if I ever got the chance. You know, if Shane Van Boening was never given the chances or the opportunities that he's had, play sets for 10,000, go to the Philippines, play in every major event, have a pool room to practice out of, he wouldn't be Shane Van Boening. You know? And also a lot of it has to do with his genes. I don't have championship genes. I'm the only pool player in my family. I never grew up in a pool room. My father wasn't a big pool player like that, you know. My grandfather had a pool table in his basement, but they would just play straight pool. I grew up playing straight pool till the time I was like 12 or 13 until I went into the youth center. You know, whenever I went into the youth center, then I learned how to play 8-ball. And, you know, 8-ball, I started playing 8-ball. But before that, I only played straight pool. You know? And by the time I was 11 or 12, I could beat my family. You know, my grandfather and my dad playing straight pool. I could run like 45 balls. When I was like, I'd run like 3 racks, you know? But I never knew what high runs were. None of that. I would just go shoot the balls in the hole, and I learned, okay, I gotta save the last ball and whatever. I mean, that's, you know, I had no idea what the pool world was like. I had no clue. No clue what great pool was. No clue how good I was. No clue what amazing, you know, shots were or nothing. I had no idea. Until I got out of Buffalo. Then I realized. And until people would tell me, kid, you don't even know what you got. You know, you don't know how good you are. They would tell me that all the time. You have no idea how good you are. You know? Because I would get quit all the time. You know, I'd torture people and they'd quit me. I'd be like, man, what the fuck? Why does everybody always quit me? But when I'm losing, I never quit, so I'll go broke. You know what I mean? It might take me 10 people to build up a $200 bankroll or a $300 bankroll. You know, but I'll lose it all to one person. Because I fight. Everybody else quits. But they're like, man, you just don't see it. They see what we see. You know, they see that talent and it scares them. It scares the shit out of them. So why would they keep playing? They know they can't beat you. You know, and I just never understood that. And people would tell me that that's what that is. You know? So, you know, I pay a big price for my talent without the support that all these other people have. And I'm not the type of person to just lay down. So when you're fucking me over, or you're stiffing me, or you're giving me the black sheep and shoving it in my ass, you know, I don't like a dick in my ass. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna slap your dick. You know, get the fuck, stop fucking me. You know what I mean? You know, I don't deserve to get fucked just 'cause I'm winning. You know, to the victor goes the spoils. The victor doesn't get bent over the pool table and horse fucked. You know what I mean? But that's what would happen in my life because, and I truly believe this, I've always been alone. You know, I never run around with a big backer, and I've never had like you know, people around me. It was always just me and my girl. You know, I'm not scared to go anywhere. I've been in all the black pool rooms, all the bad neighborhoods, everywhere. You know, I'm not scared to go nowhere. What do I got to be scared about? You know? So people use me being alone where they can do bad things to me because they know I have no protection. And, you know, that's where I've always gone wrong. You know? And then when I would bring people around, they'd want half my money. You know, I've given up way over $100,000 to other people throughout the years, easily over $100,000. You know, let's see, I've been playing pool for 13 years. That's only $10,000 a year. Fuck, probably over $200,000 or $300,000. Giving up half. If I don't have a ride, okay, I'll drive you, but I want half. Well, it's either go and give up half or not play. So I got to pay my rent. I got to eat. I got to buy clothes. I got a girl. I got to take care of her. You know, so I would go and give up half. Half. Just hanging out with me. 200, 300, 100. You know, give me a ride, 100. Now here, I'm a good guy when I win, right? Oh, I'll buy you dinner. I buy the drinks. I pay for the gas. You know, because sometimes I'd win 7, 8, 900, 1,000, 3, 4, 500. You know, and $100 a day is good. So, you know, if I'm winning 200 and 300, my half, winning 600, 500, and they get half, and you know, I'm a nice person, so I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. Keep your money and let me do this, let me do that, you know. And my kindness was mistaken for weakness all the time, and people used and abused me my whole life. I would have people call me and send for me. Oh, come over here, come to this state and stay with me, and I'll run you around, we'll make a whole bunch of money. They didn't care about me, they wanted to make money. You know, and when it didn't work out the way that they wanted it to, you know, I was put in a compromised position. You know, all my girlfriends wanted me to quit pool. They're like, why do you even do this? You know, like, even though you're so talented, look what you have to go through. All these people are fake. You have no real friends. They're all scumbags. They use you. They fuck you over. They give you a bad reputation. They cheat you. They stiff you. They get you banned from pool rooms. You know, everything, man. Everything. You know, why do you do that? Why do you keep playing pool? Why? And I can't quit because of my talent. This is like, it's like my curse. You know, I don't know, it's like a gift and a curse. You know, I don't understand why this is happening to me in my life, but it is. God gave me this talent, and I'm paying a price for it until something happens where I either get a good sponsor or a great backer or something. Something happens to allow my life to not have people be able to fuck me over for being a winner and not lie about me in all of these different situations, and it's all really just to cover up the truth. You know, I've had more lies and bullshit things told about me. You know, I'd go to be with a girl, and people would quick go to that girl. Don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with him. Me and Chanel Lorraine, we're cool as hell. We're hanging out in the Valley Forge. As soon as me and Chanel are talking and hanging out, Charlie Williams runs his little ass over there and throws me off the table I've been practicing on. You know, I'm practicing on that Predator booth table. All these little kids are around me. The parents are thanking me because I'm playing with the little kids, telling Kim White, you know, this guy, these pros have been assholes to our kids, and this guy, we want to just let you know that he's a great guy and our kids love him, you know, and you guys should sponsor him. You know, they thought I was a professional, but I told them, no, I'm just a player, and they're like, man, you know, we wish the professionals acted like you, because they treat our kids like shit, and you got all our kids playing over here and making them feel great and laughing and entertaining them. They're like, that's what the professionals should do. So anyway, Chanel, you know, me and Chanel go way back before she was ever whatever she is now, you know. I used to beat her boyfriend out of money, and I actually gave her a couple lessons, and it improved her game so much her boyfriend got jealous because he was trying to teach her, and when I taught her, in 15 minutes her game jumped up like 2 balls. So now her boyfriend's all jealous of me. So we had a falling out, me and her boyfriend. Me and Chanel always been cool. Now I see her, you know, first time in a long time. She comes over to practice with me, and Charlie Williams sees how good we get along, and this motherfucker runs over here and says, Jason, we got photo shoots with Chanel. Come on, get out of here. You know, on the Predator table, you know, because he's Mr. Predator, you know. Just haters, man. He's a hater. So now Chanel's like, oh, you know, Charlie's my manager, Charlie's my this and that, and she doesn't want to say nothing to Charlie. But that ruins my relationship, you know what I mean? Like, goddamn, man, you know, I don't know. It's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. All these people are fucking pathetic. You know, it's like they're scared shitless for me to reach my potential. They're all scared to death. With women, with pool, with anything, with getting a hold of a pool room and growing pool, doing all these things. You know? So, I don't know, man. There's so much opportunity in this game, but it's the people. The people are the wrong people. The pool room owners are bad. The guys running tours are making more than the guy that wins first place, stealing all the money. You know, they got the U.S. Open, people aren't getting paid. Like, what is that? Who wins the U.S. Open and doesn't get paid? Like, that's insane. Insane. You know? There's no reason why a $45 tournament can't pay $2,000. With a Calcutta and, you know, raffles and 50-50 drawings. And the right guy running the Calcutta, money added. There's no reason. anyways, I'm also, another thing that I do real well is teach. I'm an amazing teacher. I teach so well that I screw myself out of money because I give 1 or 2 lessons and the person just gets so good that they're like, oh, I don't even care about taking another lesson. I'm just going to work off of what Jason gave me. You know, I don't know, man. I have a gift. I have a gift for pool. So anybody that's watching this, if you're in a position to help me, you know, I need a good person, not somebody that wants to use me and take advantage of me. I need somebody that truly has compassion and the want to have a player out there that could be a world champion and just loves to play, you know, and will play his ass off for you. I'm not saying I'm always going to win, but I'll never dump you. I'll always be a good person. I'm a tenacious person. I got a great personality. I'm very entertaining. I've been told I'm the most entertaining player people have ever seen. They love watching me play. You know, when I go to these tournaments, I got a whole ton of people watching me play. You know, they love me. You know, it's the haters that go public with all these lies and things that go on that my reputation came from. Because it's totally undeserving. You know, and I'm just trying to change it. I'm just trying to change it. God didn't give me this talent to be persecuted. You know, or maybe He did. You know what I mean? Maybe, who knows? I don't know. You know, people have called me the Jesus of pool. You know, all this God-given talent, and I'm persecuted everywhere I go. You know, who the fuck knows? Somebody once said I'm the prophet of pool. I don't want to be any of those things. I just want to play. You know, win or lose. And if I lose, I want to play again. And I want to do all the things that all these other professionals do. You know, they all got trainers and coaches, and they go to the Philippines, and give me that opportunity. If I ever had that opportunity, I promise you nobody's going to like it. You know, and I also can promise another thing. Pool will be different. Because I know how it should be, and I have done things and proven that it can be like that. And that's another thing. I've started successful tournaments. People hate the fact they told me, oh, you'll never do it. I do it, and then they make me quit doing the tournaments because they're mad that I did what they said I couldn't do. Just haters. They're all fucking haters. Jealous motherfuckers out there in pool. Scared to death because they're robbing and stealing and they're doing this. Because if I come along and it goes my way, all that shit's going to change. There ain't going to be no robbing, no stealing, no dumping. If you're a scumbag, everybody's going to know about it. I don't care if you're fucking, just like you're running the U.S. Open, there'll be a different U.S. Open. If you're robbing your tour, fuck that. Nobody, you know, the only people that are going to go are going to be people that know they're getting robbed. Okay, I'm going to go, but I know I'm getting horsefucked. Because I'm going to let everybody know. And anything that I'm involved in is not going to be that way. It's all going to be for the players. You're going to be able to make a living playing pool. A good living, if you can win, the way I want to do things. You know? And I can do it. You know? And all it takes is a pool room and a sponsor. Just give me a pool room. Let me help you build the business of a pool room. And in return, sponsor me to play in all these events and put me in the best positions to better myself and my talent and my game. Believe in me, and I'll never do you wrong. I can't guarantee anything other than I'll do my best and try my ass off to be the best person and the best player I can be in pool. So, you know, I don't want to make this too long. It's already 54 minutes. I'm going to have to cut it probably in 3 pieces somehow, or do something, because I can't upload it yet. But, you know, this is coming from my heart. Everybody out there in pool, anybody that plays pool, you know, we're all one big family. Everybody in pool is a fucking family. You know, it may be what's it called? Not a broken, but a dysfunctional family. But if we all get a little bit more love and take care of each other, we can curb that dysfunction, all come together, and we'll all be making millions of dollars, man, especially those people that are super talented. And it's got to trickle down, and there's got to be a reason to get better. You know, right now there's no reason to get better because you get persecuted. You know, there's a famous saying: the guy that nobody will play and is broke and he's always in the pool room is the best player in the room. You know, and it's a shame, and it's backwards. So I do this to not only kind of set straight a couple things, but to let you guys know there's a lot of good things out there for pool. But you guys gotta see the good, and when there's bad, you gotta expose the bad, and you can't support these bad people. You can't support the bad. You gotta put them on blast, man. And when somebody's having something bad done to them, you gotta stand up for them. You know, I don't know how many times I've been cheated and stiffed with 40 people in the pool room and the owner and the manager there, and they allow it to happen. And in fact, they'll throw me out for standing up for myself, and they say, oh, well, look, you're getting into a fight, there's an argument. How come there's always an argument, Jason, with you? Fuck, because I'm always getting screwed and stiffed. If I got everything I won in life, I'd have a fucking house and 2 cars and maybe 3 wives, and they all love each other, because fuck, the money's coming in. I don't know. I mean, it's the truth, though. I wouldn't come on here, put myself out here and talk to you guys like this if it wasn't the truth. So, I don't know, man. My name's Jason Christopher Hunt, and my nickname's Buffalo, the Huntsman. Angry White gave me that nickname when I was in Atlanta, the Huntsman. I kind of like it. And my first nickname was Quick. Everybody tells me I'm one of the most naturally gifted players they've ever seen in pool. Sometimes I believe them when I play amazing. I've been through a lot of bad things in pool because I play so good and I'm so dominant in my areas. And I just want the best for everybody in this game. It's a great game. It's a magical game. There's a lot of money to be made in and through pool, and we all need to come together and make it happen. So from my heart to your computer, I don't know, man. I love you guys, all you pool players. I love you all. I love pool, and we need to change this game. So, one love, y'all. I'm out.